Hey YouTube, it's Kimmerix. Popping up are just a bunch of little links, social media stuff, DeviantArt. I got my online shop up there, my main website. Check any of them out. You know, just floating around. It helps me out towards, being relevant as an artist. But if nothing else, I do suggest you follow my Twitter. That is where I update everything. Videos posted, new streams coming up. Other than that, enjoy some digital painting that I've got coming up. Just to be clear, digital painting isn't like a common thing for me. I haven't had to do it a lot in life. I mean, I don't really have any contracts or anything going for either comic book or digital painting at all, but I do like to, play around with it once in a while. So what I have recorded here is actually kind of rare. An image that I do that doesn't involve me doing all like the black and white line work stuff beforehand and then just sort of adding in almost like marker textures behind it. I am thinking of doing a more designy approach to this type of work, like the concept type of work. I've seen a lot of really good pictures that are just straight black and white with hits of color and stuff. They have a lot of information in them. So I'm looking into that, but I really wanted to give painting a shot, and what you're seeing right now is me dicking around. Just sort of made something, and then I was like, fuck it. And here comes the actual StormSpire picture, or rather the first iteration attempt at the silhouetting for it. I've sort of learned how to digitally paint a little bit from, I'm not going to say that like I've mastered it like these guys, but Mr. Jack, who you can actually see around on YouTube now, I'll probably put a link to him in my description below as well. I've learned a bit from reading about how Raymond Swanlin does his work and all that, so they've been super useful if you want to look into any other artists that could show you how to do this type of stuff really easily. But let me actually tell you what you're seeing here. I tried to do a full-blown matte painting piece a little while ago. I kind of scrapped it because it didn't have the right architecture in it that I wanted for the race that had their city built around this thing. It didn't have the lighting right. Like, is a boatload of like scrappable stuff. Like, I might as well get rid of it because it's just not good. And then I fell in love with the item. It's sort of like getting me to do this thing where when I start doing the map creation for the world for this fantasy story I'm trying to get out there, there's going to be these things on them called like monuments or wonders, and that's what one of these are. It's something that existed, not built by man, that just defy physics, defy just anything, and this one actually generates a permanent storm around it. When you get within certain range of it, it's just twisters and lightning, and that's it. But then within a large area, it's just a perpetual sandstorm. And there's a race of people who are very science-minded, who view this as like a potential power source for whatever they do. They're the ones that actually come in and build around them. And when I start looking into the individual races of this world, that's probably when this is going to have like a well-finished function to it, because it's going to be dead center of a major city that's in between a massive valley. It's going to be a small part of the story, maybe. I don't know. I'm still writing and playing around with all the ideas. I have the core function, like the core journey that's going to be taken by the main characters, just down pat. But then there's all these side stories and things I really want to get out there, because it's actually kind of interesting. Like, I'd really like all of it to really work out. Getting my little twisters in there. Basically cheating. Yeah, that's that was from the original piece. That's why the tower looks the way it does now. I do change the top of it at some point. But yeah, this was very fun. Very fun for me. I don't often paint, as I said. But I'm gonna bow out because there's really not much else to say. You guys can hang out and watch my process. If you have any questions, I kind of want to do a thing where if you have any questions, I can answer them, but I can answer them by like either talking to you directly through like just media stuff, or I could possibly throw together videos for like questions people all seem to have, like if you want me to get into very specific detail about like how I come to the conclusions for like why did I just do that to make a twister, or why does this shape, like why did I settle on this shape over any other, why did I change it, like how am I getting the colors to shift. Like I'm down for trying to help you guys out. Just let me know though. I'll come back in at the end to do the whole pandering please subscribe to me thing. See you then. Bam, StormSpire. Don't forget there's links in the description below if you'd like to follow me on any other social media. Of course, they were beginning of the video. They're just everywhere. It's kind of how that works. And again, looking towards the future, I still have my big whiteboard that says do a video about the tools you use. Hopefully that'll be coming up. And I also want to show you guys how I would do concept art that doesn't involve just straight painting. It's going to be more ink work, then leading to color, but still have details. So I'm going to look into that and see if I can't get something together. So stay tuned for more.